Hey, welcome you guys. This is Johnny Bean. This is exclusively Van Halen. This is the Van Halen Show on YouTube. This is 081 Tuesday. Normally we're live 8 p.m. Eastern. Special show tonight though. So we got some news to talk about. So hang out with us for a little while, you guys. This is Johnny Bean TV.
Sammy.
What's up, dude?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
Hi,
You want to film? You can film all you want, man.
Hey,
what do you want me to tell you in that camera? Hey, happy birthday to you, man.
Thanks. I'm Johnny Bean. I've met you a few
Johnny
times.
Bean?
Johnny Bean.
Hey, Johnny Bean. Sammy Hagar here, man. Congratulations
There you
for
go.
one or all.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Bean TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!
Yeah, thank you, Michael Anthony. 081 Tuesday, normally 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Although today we're doing, what is that? 6:38 p.m.
Yep.
Eastern.
38. Yep.
3:38 Pacific. Out here in Santa Cruz. By the way, thank you to Janice, the intern. I got a message last night saying that she was gonna, she ordered some batteries for this, and they would be on the way. Thank you so much, Janice. Thank you, guys. So, hey, if this is your first time here, my name is Johnny Bean. This is Ron Gunner, Fretworks Guitars.
Yep.
We do a Van Halen show Tuesdays. And so if you like your Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. Help us get to 12K YouTube subscribers, you guys. We do giveaways. And tonight, we'll do a special giveaway here, since we'll be celebrating Sammy Hagar's Walk of Fame ceremony today. This is a Sammy Hagar Cabo Wabo guitar pick.
The Red Rocker.
This is one of his actual guitar picks. So if you want to win this, all you got to do is participate in the live chat here on YouTube. Let's see, where's the... Anyway, where is... I was just telling Ron at the beginning of these...
It went away.
Show, I was just telling him, it's like every show I have to move. I move all these clips around, and we got this and that. There we go. There we go. Subscribe on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Twitch, and that's awesome. We love those places. But for the giveaways, you must be in the YouTube chat. So that's one of the things. But hey, let's say hello. Actually, speaking of YouTube, let's say hello to the top of the world channel members here on Johnny Bean YouTube channel. They are currently Sherman Callahan, CC, Nova 9, Michael Smith, Music Therapy Laz, R-Habs, Warleg, Fairfield Guitar Co., Majestic
Lewis.
PB and J Cat, and Janice Lala. Janice, I see you.
Lewis is in here too.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Welcome. Yeah, so I know it's kind of weird because we did a show yesterday, and then I had said, yeah, we'll do a show today, but it'll be a weird time, I was actually going to do the show probably 2 hours ago, but then we decided to do it now.
I wasn't here, and I made it in time because my wife can't drive 55. I even sent Johnny videos of the road.
I saw that. Yeah, it was Ohio,
Yep.
which I've never been. So
West
thank
Virginia
you.
coming down the hill was right there.
Thank you, man. It was great to see.
And if you look out that window back there that's obscured by guitar cases, you can see the West Virginia, the big hill is right there.
Oh, very nice. I have to like cover my window because the sun just right, these are blackout curtains.
There you go.
I have to use these. So.
Made by the Scorpions.
They might be. I mean, if they're working for IKEA,
Yeah. You know, they say West Virginia's almost heaven because it's next to Ohio.
mm-hmm.
I'm going to leave it right there.
Cool. I haven't been to either place. So, you know, I'm out here in California, so
Yeah.
I have no idea. You know. But you guys, okay, yeah, let's actually we're actually on limited time tonight, so I totally forgot. Let's do this. If you'd like to help support the channel and support these shows, you can do so with super chats. And what those do, it's a pretty cool thing, is they change the color of these lights behind me. This is called the Guitar Noir. And you can change these lights in real time. It's a really cool thing. Way you can help support the channel and support these shows. But if you'd like to help support in other ways, PayPal is an option. PayPal.me/JohnnyBean. We're also live on Facebook. You can help support with Facebook stars. We're live on Twitch. This is a podcast on Spotify. Oh yeah, we're live on X, which is awesome. We're getting a bunch of people over there, which is amazing. And we're pretty much everywhere there is. So exclamation point S in the chat, please, somebody. That'll give you the Nightbot command for all the social media links. So yeah. It's cool. So yeah, let's say hi to some people, and then we'll get to the news here. Let's see. We got Janice Lala, who has dishes waiting. Sorry. We got Peggy.
Cleanup will be waiting after that.
Just finished doing the dishes.
They're easy once you throw them on the floor.
Got Chris King with a toilet run backwards. Hey, man, Chris, great to see you, man. We got Majestic. Hey, now. Okay. Mike Wood, we're live on YouTube. Okay, we're done. Okay.
How cool would it be to have the name Mr. Wood?
Ask him.
Mike, how cool is
Dude,
that?
are we live on YouTube? We are definitely live, man. Lewis, we are here. Is he still there? Jay, what? Oh, down in Hollywood? No, dude, no, that was, he's talking about the Sammy Hagar Hollywood. No, that was 11:30 a.m. this morning. So it was a little while ago. And I watched it live over on YouTube on the, what channel was it? On the Walk of Fame channel on YouTube. And because of copyright, we're not going to show you the video, but we'll give you the link to the video down below so you can watch it if you haven't seen it. It's about 48 minutes long. We'll show you some stills from that. It was awesome. Hey, greetings from Australia. Australia.
Uh-oh.
George.
Do you know Chris?
Yeah, we got 2 viewers from Australia. Do you guys know each other?
Dane.
Yo, MPN 5150. MPN. Yo, Scott, channel member. Good to see you, man. Let's see. T Fetch, you're in here. Sean is in here. Good to see you. Zims, hey, dude. What's up, man? Speaking of dudes, Uncle Dude is here too. Very good. Gary Holt. Hey, good to see you, dude. Okay. All right. Let's get to it, because the longer it takes to get to the stories, the more people bitch. So just to let you guys know, on these videos, there's this thing called a little time stamp thing. It's a scrub, a fast forward. All you gotta do is click on that. It's right about here somewhere.
Just drag it across.
All you gotta do is drag it across. Right, where we start showing like screenshots, okay, which we will do right now. All right, so we got a couple stories for you guys tonight. Very cool stuff, and I watched this earlier today live, and then Ron, you were there. You were there.
I caught the ending of it. I've had a busy day.
Yeah, it was very cool. So. Let's just share.
I got there and thought something happened because I saw Sammy laying on the floor in front of it. I thought he fell, or Dave come by and pushed him. One of the two.
Oh no! That would have been weird. So unless you guys have been living, under a rock or whatever. Sammy Hagar was he was given a star on the Walk of Fame in Hollywood this morning. And it was really cool. I mean, the speech that he gave and how he talked about, he basically started from nothing. And his mom was a huge fan of Hollywood back in the day, like in the 50s, 60s. Well, you are too. I mean, we both are fans of, old Hollywood.
Yep.
The films, the stars.
When it had class.
Yeah. Yeah. And so basically Sammy was saying how, they were poor. They barely, had a car, and he had a father that was an alcoholic, and his mother basically raised him and his brother, his family, his sisters. And I guess she would bring them to Hollywood. And he remembers when he was a kid walking, up and down the Walk of Fame and looking at the stars, seeing like, Clark Gable and, all the movie stars. And never in a million years ever thinking that he would have his own star on the Walk of Fame. Isn't that, I mean, that's just such an amazing story.
Yeah.
So we'll just kind of scrub through some of this here. But
hey, there's a guy.
Yeah, so this woman here, she works for the Walk of Fame. Sorry, I don't remember some of the names, but there's Guy. You guys know
Fieri.
Guy Fieri. Him and
like
Sammy are really good friends. I'm a huge fan of his show on Food Network. Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives, is it? Huge fan of that show. I can binge watch that show all day long. So Guy was there, and in this shot here,
There's
you
Michael.
can see this is Sammy's wife right here, and this is John Mayer right here. A couple of them get up and they talk. Chad Smith, right? Chad Smith, drummer for Chili Peppers. Michael Anthony, right there, and his wife, Sue. They were there.
I'm glad Chad wore his best flannel for the show.
That's his outfit.
I know, but I'm into that. I love flannel shirts.
Every time you see him. Okay, there's Sammy. There's Sammy right there. There's Sammy's daughters. His daughter's there. There's his son, right there. There's his sister, right there, Velma. Let's see. So basically, again, we're just gonna kind of scrub through some of this. Crap, hang on. Welcome everybody. Here,
Wrong ad.
let's just get through that. Oh yeah, well I'm trying to find this. Here's an ad.
Dun,
There we
dun,
go.
dun.
Dun dun dun. Okay, it won't let me skip it. Here we go. Skip.
Laz.
Huh? Music therapy? Music therapy
Yeah.
Laz. Breaking news, man. Yeah. Breaking news. Sammy Hagar was inducted into the Walk of Fame down in Hollywood today. So there's Sammy there, and that's Sammy's. I believe that's his manager. So, like I said, we'll just kind of scrub through this. You guys should definitely watch this video if you haven't seen it. Here's John Mayer wearing a Van Halen Carnal Knowledge era t-shirt. He told some really cool stories about meeting Sammy for the first time and how they actually jammed on the song Dreams together at one point, where John played the piano and Sammy sang it. So there's like an award there. There's Sammy's family. And then Sammy talked for quite a while. And I encourage you guys to definitely check this out, because he really told some great stories. And it's such a I mean it's a Hollywood story. It really is. about his beginnings in
Rags to riches.
growing up and being extremely, poor and becoming, Sammy Hagar, not just the red rocker or the rock star, but the business owner, because he has a lot of businesses. He had the Cabo Wabo and he's at restaurants and all sorts of stuff. So there you go. So they posed for a lot of photos later on. There we go. There we go. Chad Smith, Michael Anthony, Sammy, John Mayer. There he is with his wife. There he is with his sisters.
Daphne and Velma.
Well, her name is Velma, the one on the right. And I'll tell you something when we're off the air. I'll tell you a story. So
you got where Dave knocked him down? That's when I came in.
oh yeah, this is the part where you were there. Yeah, and then photographers came in and took and basically covered up the live feed, and the show was over.
That's how you put an ending on there. Just have people block the camera.
Yeah, that's it. So it's about 49 minutes, the entire thing, and it was a lot of fun. I watched it live this morning, and I'm a huge fan of Sammy Hagar, and yeah, I get hate for that, but Ron and I, we've talked about this. My era of Van Halen is the Hagar era. 1986, 5150 was my first Van Halen record. So Van Hagar really is a
thing
my
for you. Yeah.
my Van Halen. Yeah. But I love it all.
Dave era.
I love it all. And I never had an issue or saw anybody having an issue with Van Halen until the internet. It wasn't until I got on.
They still had it. We just didn't know about it.
Right.
Because there was nowhere to. I mean, there was still that fight going on.
Well, I mean, you would have seen that before I did, because you were a fan of the Dave era, and then when Sammy came in, I mean, I'm sure you had conversations.
I was in those
your
fights
friends.
in the beginning.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm sure back in the day you had those conversations with your friends, like, oh, the new Van Halen, Sammy Hagar is joining, huh?
Yeah.
And there were people that just wouldn't accept that, which I think is maybe you.
Well, back then, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Back then, because it was the I can't drive Van Halen records anymore or something like that. That was a saying.
Mm-hmm.
So then then it was Van Hagar, and then when they come out and even said they said the name Van Hagar, even though it was in a joke. It was like, oh, man. Like I told you, I didn't. I was forced to listen to.
Yeah, man.
Which gets me, because when I turned my external monitors on in the sub, when I first turn on the mic, I got to sit there and go like this. So what's weird is the sub will come on, then it's this, then this. So it sounds just like it. I'm like, damn it.
Like the
I can't get away
synthesizer.
from that. Yeah.
Like the keyboard, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean that's I mean really it's whatever you grew up whatever you grew up with. Whatever was the
True.
the first thing you got. It's not just with Van Halen. I mean, it's with anything there is. With James Bond. Who's your favorite Bond? Probably
Yeah.
the one that the first one you saw or whatever. And again, yes,
Actually, James Bond, I like probably most of them.
the actors,
Yeah. They all did good job.
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love all those movies. I've seen them all many times. I love each one for the style, because they're all a little bit different.
Yep.
But it's the same kind of thing. But that's the thing with Van Halen, with Dave Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar. you will always get that tension between, certain fans. Not all fans. Like myself, I love all of them. For me, it's Eddie Van Halen. Whatever Eddie does, whatever it was, I'm great with all of it. But
I remember my first apartment. A couple guys were over, and we were standing in the back in the alley by the garage, and these kids that couldn't have been, I don't know, 11, 12 years old, they came by with the first Hagar album. And they're like, it's like they just discovered this new band. And they're like, "Hey, Ron, have you seen it?" And I ended up throwing mud ball at them. "Get out of here." I said, "Van Halen's not new, punks."
It's not, but if you really think about it, when Sammy joined, they did become a new band. Yeah. Because the thing is, every time, you know this, you've been in bands, every time you change a band member, the dynamic changes.
Yep.
And if you replace, if you're in a band and the keyboard players change, you might not notice. And then later on, you have a lot of bands that are still going now. Bands, well, I think we talked about this last weekend. You got bands that are out there touring now from the 70s, 60s, 70s, and the last remaining original members, like the drummer, and so most of the members in that weren't even original members anyway. But it's about the music. Mm-hmm. It's all about the music. So when people go to see, bands like who would be a band from like let's go back to the 60s. Who's like a band from the 60s that was well known? Maybe had a couple hits.
Iron Butterfly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I don't know who was in that.
Inagata Devita.
Right.
Which was supposed to be in the Garden of Eden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, or Jefferson, T-Fetch. Yeah. Jefferson Airplane. Yeah. There's actually two of those. Okay.
Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship.
I can take this back to Sammy Hagar.
What?
Okay. Yeah, Jefferson. You guys know Jefferson. You got Jefferson Airplane. White Rabbit, right? White Rabbit or whatever. And then later on, they became Starship.
Jefferson Starship.
Jefferson Starship.
Then just Starship.
And then Starship.
Yep.
Later on, Paul Kantner, I guess, continued on with Jefferson with Airplane. I think. In the chat, let us know. This is the Van Halen show. This isn't the Jefferson Airplane show. But the thing is, that band became two bands. And so there's still a version of Jefferson Starship out there now that's touring. There may be one original member in that. And then there was what happened to Starship. Starship became Starship featuring Mickey Thomas. Right? He was like the main member of that. And of course, he was the singer of Starship. That we built this city. Mm-hmm. Drop a comment below what you guys think of that. I love that song.
T.I. was going to say the same thing just now. Queensryche is now, well, they did for a while. Technically, it's Jeff Tate's Operation Mindcrime now instead of Queensryche.
Right. So anyway, going back to Starship, now it's Mickey Thomas and Starship. Okay. And you guys probably don't even know this, but the guitar player in that is actually a guy that also plays in Winger. Not Reb Beach, the other guitar player. I think his name's John something. He's also in Mickey Thomas in Starship. But I can take this back to Sammy Hagar because those are they're Bay Area bands. And when Sammy did his first solo record called Marching to Mars after he left Van Halen or was fired or whatever happened in 1997, Mickey Thomas guested on his album.
Is there still a version of Montrose playing?
Not that I know. I don't think there would be either because Ronnie Montrose passed away. Actually, not that I know of.
Bad Motor Scooter was a good song.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was Sammy Hagar. That was Sammy
Mhm.
Hagar playing a slide guitar on that one.
Yep.
I think he wrote the song. Yeah. So anyway, if you guys just tuning in, by the way, we do giveaways, and we're giving away a Sammy Hagar Cabo Wabo guitar pick. This is one of his actual guitar picks. So
Yes.
if you want to win this, all you gotta do is participate in the chat on YouTube. When I say go, we do a random number generator thing,
And I can't guess. I'm not allowed.
and you can't guess because you dragged the show on too long last night. We're on a time
I'm
crunch
sorry.
right now. Actually, we probably only have like 20 more minutes, so we got to keep going. Yeah. I might be going to a concert tonight. That's one of the reasons why we're not doing the show at the regular time. And if I end up going to the concert, I'll tell you guys all about it the next time I talk to you guys. Let's see. Uncle Raymond is saying no version of Montrose band today. Okay,
Good.
yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Going back to real quick to changing the band dynamics with members. Obviously, the first one is the most is the singer. You change a singer, the whole band's different. Then it would be guitar. Then I would say drums, and the least most important one that would be changed would be the bass player.
Oh,
I hate to say that to the bass players out there, but come on.
it depends on
Unless
the
you're-
band.
Billy Sheehan.
Oh crap! Where is that? You gotta slow down on some of that stuff. You gotta give us some hints.
But I'm good at it, though.
Who? Billy Sheehan? Hey, this is
Billy
Billy
Sheehan.
Sheehan. You're watching Johnny Bean TV.
Okay, ready?
Ready?
Hola, amigos. This is your bass player, Billy Sheehan. You're watching me right here on my dear friend, John. It went away.
Oh no!
Johnny Bean.
Billy Sheehan.
Now, obviously, you change him out of the band. You'll notice. But I'm going to say 75% of other bass players, now if you change Geddy Lee or Flea, that's noticeable. But your standard bass player,
Or
you
the
can change it.
Police,
Yeah,
who the bass player wrote all the songs.
and sang most of them. But yeah, I mean, that is that. Those are the exceptions. But probably 75% of the bass players out there could be replaced, and no
When
one
the
would
bass
notice.
player is the frontman, forget it.
Yeah.
And usually that bass player goes solo anyway. So Sting went solo. Well, Billy Sheehan's in a bunch of bands. He does a lot of stuff. What was I going to say? It really depends on the band. The most noticeable is when you change singers.
Then I'd say
So-
guitar. Imagine Van Halen with Stevie Ray Vaughan playing guitar. Completely different thing.
It'd be Stevie Ray Halen. Or Stevie Von Halen?
There
Stevie
you go.
Von Halen.
Von Halen.
Von Halen.
Peter,
That's actually
yeah, there
that's
you
actually
go.
how you pronounce it. Actually,
is
in Holland, it's Von Holland.
Hmm.
Von Holland. I think that's the actual pronunciation of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
So
right, T.
There are expectations. Expectations? Explanation. Mike, exceptions. Yeah. So yeah, it depends on the band. All right. We got to keep going though, because we're on a time.
Crunch.
We are definitely on a time crunch. So again, congratulations, Sammy Hagar. I mean, it's a pretty amazing story. His life and how he's still going. Like there's no stopping. That's one of the jokes that guy was making, is how like you don't stop. They're going on tour this summer.
Yeah.
We're going. Laz and we're going to see him. He's always making new deals, business deals for he did the Cabo Wabo. Like I said, he's had restaurants. Sammy's Rockin' Island Bar and Grill, a restaurant where I went a few times. I actually saw him there. He's got the Cabo Wabo franchise. He has the one in Vegas that I was at when I was in Vegas recently at TwitchCon. And actually, he's opening up a new one in Vegas coming up. I think it's next month. My friend's band is actually playing that. So very cool. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We got one more story for you guys. If I can find this. I mean, this we'll talk about because there's nothing really to show. I mean, sort of. Okay. You guys know our good friend Steve Rosen. Actually, we gave away one of his guitar picks last night.
Yep.
He unearthed an audio interview today. He dropped the video today, actually. It was an interview from January 24th, 1985, and it was with Dan Martin, who was he was basically
No relation to Dean.
He was known as a guitar broker. And he would end up selling Eddie Van Halen a lot of guitars in the 80s. I believe he was the one that got Edward his first Steinberger guitars with the trans trems. And this video I'll have in the chat as well. So I'll have two videos for you guys to check out. And if you guys want to help us out, actually, here, let me just. I'll put this in the chat so you guys can do this. Open this up in another window. That's it, right? That should be it. Open this up in another window. That's Steve Rosen's video. Open up another window, jump over there, and drop a comment saying Johnny Bean sent me. Okay? Because Steve appreciates all that. So jump over there.
You might want to start the giveaway now, though, while we
yeah.
do the other stuff.
Okay. Well, I want them to click on this video first.
Okay.
So click on this video right here. Let me just make sure that's the right video. It should be. Let me just make sure. Yeah, there we go. So this is the entire link. We'll talk more about this in 1 second. See, eventually I'm going to have like people here like working behind the scenes. Like posting the links and
Janice moving to California?
Janice. There we go. Dan Martin, the lost interview with Steve Rosen, June 24th, 1985. Open this in another browser. Drop a comment saying Johnny Bean sent me. Okay. And it's about a 40-minute interview. It's about 35 minutes, 40 minutes with Dan Martin, who he had a guitar store. I believe it was in crap. Yeah, it actually says. Actually, I dug this out. This is actually mint condition. I don't know if I'll be ever giving this away because I love this magazine. This is Guitar World, July 1988. Awesome issue here. I read this like every day when I was a kid, this particular magazine. And there's actually a part of this magazine is actually this interview from Steve Rosen. So if you guys know this magazine, you guys might remember a little segment called Atomic Junk. Right here. Again, it's this magazine. It's this part. This is Dan Martin right here. And the caption says he's basically holding a not so collectible piece of Van Halen's guitar collection. That's the 5150 right there. There we go. That's Dan Martin. So he would find a lot of guitars and he would take them to Eddie, like backstage, or he would go to 5150. He ended up selling a lot of. This is just a few guitars that he would sell Edward in the 80s. But a lot of the stuff, specifically like the Silvertone, that one there was like it was like this guitar was all over the Wildlife soundtrack, the soundtrack that Eddie did. This particular oh, look at that guitar, Schecter body, Fender 12-string Villager neck. That was used on the song Cabo Wabo 12-string guitar. There's a Strat, 57 Strat, used for 0812. Anyway, so if you guys remember this article, this was written by Steve Rosen. And this, basically, if you listen to this, that's what this is. It's the same thing. So, like, I was just telling Ron, when I was listening to this, I'm like, dude, that's like when I read this when I was a kid. This is just a condensed version of this link here. So make sure you guys click on that. And again, please drop a comment telling Steve that I sent you. Because I know he appreciates that. Thank you. T-Fetch, thank you. T-Fetch just dropped a comment over there saying Johnny Beans sent me. There you go. Thank you, T-Fetch. I'll say thank you. There you go, T-Fetch. Thank you so much. Okay. So, oh yeah, the giveaway. Let's do that. Yeah, because we got to wrap this up pretty quick.
0 to 1,000.
1,000. Okay. All right. So if you're on YouTube here, you're in the chat. Type a number now between 0 and 1,000 for an actual Sammy Hagar Cabo Wabo guitar pick. Put this on the.
And there's one chance in 1,000 that the number is 1,000.
It's not. Or is it? There you go. This is what you can win tonight. Right there. So you must be on YouTube.
Give you hints. 3 numbers.
No hints yet. Oh yeah. There you go. So while we do that, actually, let's read a couple things. Van Halen lyrics. Finally, love comes walking in on the Walk of Fame for Sammy Hagar, much deserved for the Red Rocker. Sammy's a cool dude. I've met him several times. And every time I met him, he was just a normal dude. And he's funny. I mean, he comes across like exactly like when you see him in interviews and he's laughing and joking. That's exactly how he is in person. He's a lot of fun. I love watching interviews with him. And again, the video from this morning. Buddy Dav. Hey, dude, good to see you, man. Buddy Dav. Over on Twitch. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, Sammy's awesome. You guys know that. All right. Drop your numbers in the chat. Actually, we like to show that. Let's see if we can actually do that really quickly here. Oh, there we are. I just missed it.
Someone will win by the time you get it up there.
Let me see. Where is it? I just saw it. Here we are. Yeah, this laptop is not. There we go. Okay, here it is. All right. By the way, you guys, while we're doing this, don't forget our next scheduled show is Friday. We do a show called Talking Guitars, and we got some cool stuff to talk about. Okay, there's the chat. We got some cool stuff to talk about Friday. Saturday, we do a show called Straturday Night, which is even more awesome. So tune in. And then Sundays, I do a show I call Guitar ASMR, where I play and I do demos and reviews and different things. Wait.
Yeah, last Saturday was movie night.
Yeah, we talked about movies. Do you do it live? We do it live! That's right. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So if you're just tuning in, people are typing numbers in the chat to possibly win a Cabo Wabo Sammy Hagar official guitar pick. There you go. So all you gotta do is type a number in the chat here on YouTube between 0 and 1,000. And there's only 7 likes on this video. We need more likes. Smash those likes.
They're mad because I can't guess.
Oh man. Yeah, smash those thumbs ups too. And watch yesterday's video. We celebrated the Fair Warning album. Yeah. Again, great Van Halen album. And see, for those of you that are new here, I mean, you'll see that I love all eras of Van Halen. I got no problem with any of it. I'll talk about the Hagar era. I'll talk about Van Halen 3, which actually we talked about recently because it was the anniversary of that one. Talk about the Roth era. I'll talk about the solo stuff. Talk about Roth solo, Hagar solo. You know? So if you like Van Halen, you know, this is the place you want to be. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. And look at this. We do giveaways. Like every show, we give something away. Cool stuff. That's right. Yeah. And our friends over on X. Dudes. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We got 30 people watching on X.
Wow.
It's unbelievable, man.
We need the Johnny Bean TV Generation X t-shirt.
All right. I do need to make new merch anyway, because I've had the same merch, you know, for like
Long time.
2 years, 3 years. Yeah, it's been the same. And just got to do it. But there's like so many other things. Just it's always, you know, when you run a show, it's like there's so many things to do. But I would like to have new merch for you guys. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas, you know, feel free to message me. There's a phone number at the bottom of the screen here. You guys can text that number anytime, day or night. Anytime. People actually call that number. People call me. So feel free, you know, but especially if you win tonight, though, you're going to have to text that number and let me know your name, that you won the Sammy Hagar guitar pick, and the
Social security number,
mailing address. Well, I don't need that, but the mailing. That's right, Mike Wood. He just texted that number. He's like, this number? Yep. That's right, man. Okay. Let me see. Is it hint time? Okay, it's 3 digits. It's 3 digits, and somebody actually somebody almost had it. I saw. So yeah. Somebody in the chat that's a channel member. So your name is in green. You're actually a couple hundred off from what you keep putting in there. So if you go a couple hundred in one direction or the other, you may get it.
So he just eliminated 100 numbers if you think about it. There's no 0 to 99 and no 1,000. So
no. There's 3 numbers.
Math is hard.
Yeah, that wasn't my favorite subject in school. I always liked lunch. Yeah. So again, there's some of you that are on Facebook, and we appreciate you guys tuning in on Facebook. But the giveaways only work on YouTube. So if you're typing numbers in the chat, if you're on Facebook, it doesn't. I mean, technically it helps over there, but it won't win If you put the number in, and if it turns out to be the winning number, it won't count. You must be in the YouTube chat to participate. It only counts the YouTube. Plus,
Come on, Peggy.
Come on, Peggy. Plus, let me say this. But if you type too fast, the chat will time you out. So where you're still putting numbers in, but they're kind of grayed out, those numbers don't count either. So you can't just be typing numbers like as fast as you can. Like, yeah, Raymond. Yeah, yesterday was Amanda's birthday. That's right. I wished her happy birthday. So, like, Ron, so you've noticed, like, when you've typed in the chat, if you type too fast, numbers will kind of, like, gray out a little bit?
Yep.
And will it warn you? Will you get fair warning?
No.
About that? Or they're just
gray.
Gray.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not the strings I won the other day, Sunday, but the last set of strings I did before that, I was here typing like crazy, and I was getting gray, and then it would come up white and then gray, and I just kept going. I'd slow down, and that's when I ended up winning. I didn't even know what number I was typing. I was just hitting the keyboard.
Keyboard. Yeah.
So it's pure luck, unless he gives you hints and you Jethro Bodine cipher it.
It's luck unless I give you a hint. Sometimes I'll just throw the answer out there with like a wink or something. But
that's how I caught it Sunday.
Yeah. But just to let you guys know, future giveaways, we got some cool stuff coming up. We've got a Kramer Beretta special once we hit 20K here on YouTube. We've got that. I've got a Ernie Ball Music Man 1992 guitar. That's a future giveaway. In the future.
And this Friday, we're going to look at the mini guitar that's going to be given away.
And we have a mini guitar to give away. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be painted up. That's right.
I'll be showing progress on that this Friday on Talking Guitars. Friday.
That's right. Friday. What's today? Today's Tuesday. Yeah. See, I'm all screwed up. Today's OU81 Tuesday. OU81 Tuesday. Yeah. I'm all screwed up because we did the Fair Warning show yesterday. And so yesterday felt like Tuesday, but it wasn't. And then I don't know, it's weird. I don't know.
So I get to use the new soldering machine now on the mini guitar. If I'd have waited one more day, I could have put the Sir pickup in with it, but I couldn't wait.
That's cool, man.
And for those of you who are using studio equipment, MPN even with your setup that makes noise, go on Reverb, man. Buy a Furman power conditioner. I bought one used for $49. Came in today. There's not a mark on it. Looks like it's never ever been used. There's not even any rack scratches from being mounted in a rack. And as soon as I plugged in the Helix and my speakers, and instantly made it like you wouldn't believe. So much better. So it might do that to your setup, MPN, Jesus. I'm thinking my wife not driving 55 to get me here in time. And that's just, she was driving. I sent Johnny the videos to prove it.
Yeah, I saw that.
I said, step on it. I got to get home.
Step on it.
I think at one point she was approaching 90.
Wow.
Then I told her I'd like to get home in one piece, not on a stretcher.
Well, technically, I don't know if they would take you home in the stretcher.
Well,
they'd probably take you to the hospital.
But by the time I come from the hospital, I might not be in one piece.
I don't know. Let's see. Is there any more news? I mean, not really. The guys from Pearl Jam were on Howard Stern, and I believe the guitarist talked about Eddie Van Halen. What else? Actually, the drummer had a pretty funny story. I don't know if you saw this. Pearl Jam, they have a new album out.
I didn't see that.
And on Howard Stern, they were talking, and the drummer told a story about when he was a kid. Him and like its two friends or whatever, they had a Kiss tribute band. Well, they would just play Kiss songs, and they got to meet Kiss when they were kids. They got to go and they got to meet him and everything. And he took his photo album of his Kiss tribute band to show, like Paul Stanley. So they're looking at the photos and stuff. And I guess these Pearl Jam's drummer, when he was a kid, his Kiss tribute, they just called it Kiss. So they end up getting a cease and desist letter from Kiss. It was actually from Bill Aucoin Management. And I've told you guys a bunch of times, I met Bill Aucoin as well. And because Desmond Child had a showcase for Bill. And the one thing Bill told us was, you guys have too many water bottles on stage and not enough beer bottles. That's what he was telling us. He was sitting there smoking a cigar, front row. It was the exact same story, like, because, Van Halen showcased for Bill Aucoin. Which is Kiss's manager. Bill Aucoin passed on them because he had just signed a band called Piper, which featured Billy Squier. So Van Halen, in interviews, they would talk about this, and they would talk about how, he's getting his shoes shined and he's smoking a cigar. And it was the exact same kind of like when I met Bill Aucoin, it was the same thing. And I didn't think, oh, it's cool I'm meeting this guy from Kiss.
Yeah.
It's cool I'm meeting the guy that passed on Van Halen, And I guess he passed on us, too. So I could say I've been passed on the same guy that passed on Van Halen.
The very first band I was in sixth grade, fifth or sixth grade. I think it was sixth, but it could have been as early as fifth. And we were called Ace 2, and we played nothing but Kiss songs. And we were Ace 2 because we heard there was another band called Ace, so we were Ace 2.
As an Ace T-O-O?
No, just Ace.
Yeah, I know.
2.
Ace 2. That's funny.
And the real funny part about that is I have a recording of that somewhere. Like 5 songs. We did like Hard Luck Woman and Dr. Love. And yeah, I have that.
Oh, cool.
That was on that Japanese semi-hollow body, the same one Dane had his haunted guitar. Same exact guitar.
Oh, cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, I'm pretty much terrified to upload any songs of me from when I first started. I have them. I recorded everything I ever did. I have hundreds of cassette tapes, and I have a Tascam 4-track sitting right here in front of me. So I can play them. I can play the master tapes, actually, the 4-track tapes that from 1980, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, up till I stopped using the thing. And, well, by the time the computers came out. Yeah. 2000, whatever. So I'll play you guys that stuff at some point. Hell, maybe I'll use some of it as theme music for these shows.
There you go.
I can. That's the what really trips me out is you can write a song. You can have a song. You can use it as a theme for like your own show, and it'll get more listens at the top of your show than releasing an entire album or printing a CD and selling them at shows, which nobody will buy. It's pretty crazy.
I think maybe you need to give them a hint. Tell them what the middle number is.
The middle number is 3.
Oh, there you go.
3 digits. Middle number is 3. Okay, one more hint. 3 digits. Middle number is 3. The 2 other digits are 2 digits away on each side. All right, somebody get... I just gave you guys the answer. See, we're giving this stuff away, Val.
I so bad want to type right now, but I won't.
Mike, you got it. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
It was 1, 3, 5. No, Mike, you can win. That's fine. Mike Wood.
I wanted to type 135 so bad, but I didn't.
I know. There you go. Mike Wood. Congratulations. Right on. All right. Look at this. We're at
Mr. Wood, your table's ready.
That's right. Look at this. We're at an hour. We did it.
There you go.
You guys got a show? You got an hour show? Oh, Eat One Tuesday? Dude, congratulations again, Sammy Hagar. Steve Rosen, if you happen to see this.
Steve.
Awesome interview with Dan Martin. Again, you guys, drop a comment over there, especially on Rosen's video, because he really appreciates it when I send you guys over. Like, he tells me. He's like, Johnny, thank you so much for sending people over. So again, 2 or 3 of you already did. I saw. So a couple of you already did drop some comments. But please, open up another window. Drop comments over there. Say, Johnny Bean sent me. Okay. All right.
Peggy, you're getting slow.
Oh, my gosh. This has been OU81 Tuesday here on Johnny Bean TV. Thank you again to our channel members. Thank you for your continued support for this channel and these shows. This is pretty much almost a daily show. Almost every day you're going to get something. But, I mean, if it's not on this channel, it'll be on one of my channels. So it could be on my Twitch. Well, I'm live on Twitch every night anyway. So if you're into video games, GTA, Call of Duty, content warning, any of that stuff, I play video games like 3 hours a night. And I know it shows.
And he will soon be a Call of Duty player.
Possibly. I have the game. Thank you again, Ron.
Oh,
Just need to get it up to speed on my setup. So yeah. So we have content every day here for you guys, somewhere on Twitch, on YouTube. I have a second YouTube channel, Johnny Bean 2. Subscribe to that channel. I do vlogs over there. Maybe I'll do one. Maybe I'll do one there later. I don't know. Who knows? So thank you again, you guys. Thank you for watching. And what else? Is that it?
Be good, everybody.
Be good, everybody.
That's right.
All right. We'll let you go. Thank you again.
Good night. Or evening. Or morning. Depends on where you're watching.
Good day.
Hey guys, NAM 2023 taking off. Here's Johnny Bean. Watch Johnny Bean TV, the best freaking show on the net, man. I love this guy.
Thank you so much, dude.
You bet.
Thank you. Sammy.
What's up, dude?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. You
Hi,
want to
hi.
film? You can film all you want, man.
you.
What do you want me to tell you in that camera? Hey, happy birthday to you, man.
Thanks. I'm Johnny Bean. I've met you a few
Johnny
times.
Bean?
Johnny Bean.
Hey, Johnny Bean, Sammy Hagar here, man. Congratulations.
There you go.
One
And then I'll give you mine, so come back around this way.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Mike. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm Johnny Bean. I met you last year. I talked to you on Google Plus.
Oh, I remember you.
I
Yeah.
look like,
All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
All right.
He was at a Google Plus hangout.
I'm Johnny Bean.
No, I'm Johnny Bean. Or are you Johnny Bean? Get a cameo from the real Johnny Bean, you guys. All right, bye-bye.